Hey y'all, this your girl Giggs. Let me turn this shit down. This your girl Giggs. Welcome back to the channel. I was just reading my inboxes and everything on my email, and I decided to go ahead and tell this story because the chick is kind of going through what I went through when I was like in my early 20s and shit. So anyways, I'm not gonna read her letter. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Back in my low self-esteem days, this is kind of how I got over, you know, getting some type of push into loving myself a little bit more. I was just telling this story to some company that me and my sister had over the other night. I was in this relationship with this guy, you know, my best friend, been my best friend for 16 years, and is dating his cousin, and that's how we met. So I just moved from Miami to Central Florida back then, and so it was like a long distance relationship, but all four of us was still cool. And you know, my best friend and her man, which is his cousin, was dating still, and like me and him, we was just talking because long distance relationship I can't really handle or whatever. But anyways, where's my other earring? Hold on y'all, let me find my other earring. Okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, so they was dating, and me and the guy was like just basically talking, long distance talking. You know, we was still kind of together because he didn't want me to talk to other people, and I didn't want him to talk to other people either, but I kind of knew that he was talking to other people, so I was still like in my low self-esteem days where I was kind of scared to talk to other people, so he was just all I had to talk to at the time. So anyways, I used to always travel from Central Florida to Miami, which was nothing because that's where I'm from, and I love to go visit my people and shit. So let's say like we've been talking for like 3 months, you know, and we of course it was a sexual relationship, but we had no type of chemistry whatsoever. It's just that we was just talking, I guess, just to be talking because my best friend was talking to his cousin. But anyway, to make a long story short, they're all of the Jamaican nationality. My best friend, him and his cousin, they're all Jamaicans and stuff. I was, you know, I grew up around different nationalities, but like the Jamaican language, I can normally catch on to what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? My stepdad is Jamaican. But, you know, sometimes when they talk fast in their patois language, I don't really understand it when they're talking, like, super fast and shit. So, anyways, one day, you know, I came down to visit them, and me and my best friend was in the car with him and his cousin. And, you know, they was just laughing and stuff and, you know, talking shit or whatever. I don't know what they was talking about because they was speaking in patois. So, you know, my best friend took me to the side, was like, oh, they laughing, they calling you fat and you stupid from driving all the way from, you know, Central Florida. See, little did they know that that's my best friend. We've been best friends for 16 years. You know, back then we've been best friends for probably like 3 years already. So, you know, like, she gonna tell me what they're saying. She don't give a fuck if she dating him or not. You know, she gonna tell me what they're saying because she's Jamaican and shit. So she told me that hurt my feelings. You know, that kind of like ate at me and shit, that, you know, they're talking shit about me, and he just don't know that even if he wasn't in the picture, I'll still be driving from Central Florida to Miami to visit my best friend because that's my best friend, you know. So anyways, I never said anything to him about it, never talked to him about it and everything, and I figured, you know, let me try to get revenge because I'm a revenge type of bitch. I don't know why I'm just a revenge type of bitch. So you know, back then it was childish. You know, I was in my early 20s, so, you know, I lost my virginity when I was 21, so I was like 22, 23, and it was childish, I must admit. But the following stuff that I'm about to say now, let's just say that in that state of mind I was in, I would have done anything to get revenge on this motherfucker for, you know, basically picking on me and my size and saying that I'm dumb for him and shit, you know. And like I said, side note, no matter what, even if he was not in the picture, I would still be driving back and forth to Dade County because that's where I'm from and my family is there and my best friend is there. But for some reason in his head, he think I'm dumb for him because I'm driving from there to there, and then also he's calling me fat and shit. So, anyways, to make a long story short, I was in this state of mind where I would have did anything to get the revenge back. I pretended as if I was pregnant. So I called him while I was in Central Florida. I called them from there and said, look, I just came from the doctor and they said I'm pregnant, I don't want to have no kids, and you know, you're gonna have to pay for this abortion or whatever. And he was like, okay. And I called the doctor on the other line. It wasn't like, this is how the call went. I called the doctor and I was asking them like prices for abortions, and they were saying like how it goes by how far along you are and shit like that. And then I was saying about the procedure, I don't want the vacuum procedure, I wanted the you know, the pill, you know, you take the pill and it's like you have a regular menstrual cycle or whatever, and you have a, you know, miscarried the baby or whatever. So you know I was just getting abortion prices, you know. Like I said, I know people are gonna flip out and go crazy and shit, but that's what state of mind I was in back then in my low self-esteem days, you know what I'm saying. This is like 15, maybe 14 years back, so you know, sue me. Anyways, back to the story. So he's on the other line and asking questions too, and you know, we decided that we wanted to do the pill, but he wanted to have proof that I was pregnant. So he asked me to come down there and we both, you know, go purchase a pregnancy test from off of the, you know, shelves, and you know, take the test. So anyways, I came down and I was so nervous because I didn't know how I was gonna prove that I'm pregnant when I'm not pregnant. So what I did was I got a pregnancy test and I got a red pen. And you know, on the pregnancy test it says 1 line if you're pregnant, if you're not pregnant, 2 lines if you are pregnant. So I did 2 lines with the red pen on the P test. I took the P test apart and did 2 lines, and then I wet it, and you know, it looked like it was real. So you know, that's just some shit that I learned how to do. You know, I don't remember how I learned, I just knew to do that and I did it. And so he believed that I was, and I told him I was going to keep the pregnancy test, you know, as a token of my baby or whatever, you know, just to, you know, to get my Oscar moment right now because I'm playing this role, you feel me? So you know, we at McDonald's, he took me to McDonald's and I did that on the test, and you know, he bought me some food knowing that I'm pregnant and shit, sent me home. And when I got home, I was like, okay, so when you gonna send the money? He was like, oh, I'm working on it right now. So for the pill, it was like, I think $450 back then, and he was gonna pay for it, the full thing and everything. And I was telling my mom, because me and my mom, we always have a close relationship. My mother and her children, all of us, we talk, we say what's on our mind, we say what's going on in our lives, we barely hold secrets and everything. So I was talking to my mom and I told her what was going on. So she betted me $100 that he not gonna pay because she felt like he wasn't that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I betted her, oh, he's gonna pay. He's scared. He's gonna pay. He don't want no kid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he paid. He Western Union me the money and he paid for me to get the abortion. So after, you know, he thought the procedure was done, because I told him I was going to get a procedure up here in Central Florida. He don't have to come or whatever. I'll call him when I'm done or whatever. You know, being that he's the type of nigga just don't give a fuck, he was like, okay, whatever. So I did that and pretended as if I had an abortion, and, you know, took the money and went shopping, and then I had $100 on top of it for betting my mama too. You know what I'm saying? Went shopping and everything. So, you know, one day we was on the phone and we was talking, because I stopped talking to him. You know, after that I felt like, damn, you don't even want to have a baby by me. I felt ugly, really, because he was calling me names in a different language in my face, and they're just laughing, and I just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just crazy how that went down. But on the phone we was talking one night, right? And he was calling me, like, he got mad. I forgot what the reason is because it was a long time ago. But he was calling me all types of names in the book. And so he was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it real with you. I never liked you. I only was fucking you just to fuck you. And I don't like big girls. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like, he said the whole time I was with you, I was cheating on you and everything. And I was like, oh, that's all you got? I was like, you ain't got nothing else? And he was like, nah, that's it. That's all I got. I said, well, I got some secrets too. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what's the secret? Bitch, I was never pregnant by you. Thank you for the money. I went shopping with your motherfucking money. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That was my revenge. And he was like calling me all types of bitches. He wanted to kill me and all of this other shit. And I had the laugh of my life. You feel me? Like, that was the best revenge ever. You know what I'm saying? In my head back then. But if I could change some things, what I would have changed was just myself. But let me just tell y'all something. I actually saw this guy, like, maybe 4 years after that, you know. And, of course, I wasn't the same person. I didn't have low self-esteem. I was, like, you know, the cutest big bitch in the area. That's how I felt. Nobody can tell me otherwise. And I just wish that I never did that and had to stoop that low. You know what I'm saying? But I did feel good about that. I would never take that back. But if I could do it again, I would just wait it until I'm like where I'm at right now, because I love myself, and I know as a big girl I look good. You feel me? No matter what size I am, I look good because this face is always beautiful. You feel me? To me, you know, I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel, but it's beautiful to me, and that's all that matters. You feel me? So if, like, he seen me 4 years later and he was like, damn, you know, because I had my shape and everything, and he was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? That's what I should have did. That's when I got the clue in my head that you shouldn't have did the abortion thing for revenge. You should have just showed him the you, the real you, the new you, the beautiful you, the one that don't have low self-esteem and don't second guess herself and don't feel ugly. That's what I should have showed him. So I was, you know, like I said, reading the inboxes and stuff, and it made me want to just say that I was in a sort of kind of situation that you were in, and I got my revenge and it felt so good. But what even felt better is knowing that that face he gave me when he seen me 4 years later, like, damn, it made me feel so damn good. And I didn't even want him. I didn't even want him. He actually looked at fucked up. Like, I heard that he had some more kids, like maybe 3 or 4 kids, you know, later, and he got married and he was going through some shit. So that's what I heard, you know, because my best friend was talking to his cousin, you know. But that's that face that he gave me when he seen me, like, you know, damn, you know what I'm saying? And it was like one of them dams, you feel me? That gave me so much, like, it pushed me, y'all. It pushed me. When people give you compliments and when people are staring and looking and stuff, it makes you feel good knowing that they looking at you. No matter what the fuck they looking at you for. They could be looking at you just to look at your ass or your titties, or just because you're a big girl, you know, whatever. As long as they looking, I'll be like, you know, it makes me feel good. So that shit, when he said damn, made me feel hella good, bitch. You feel me? So, you know, all I can say is, the best revenge ever is to show and prove that you're different from what they say that you are. You don't have to show and prove it to everybody, but the main person you need to do it to is yourself. Because if they sit back and they talk shit about you, or whatever the shit they talking about you just don't ring a bell to you, but then it gets to the point where you start thinking that now everybody's gonna be talking about that same thing, and then you start believing into the shit that they talking about, The only person that can change that shit is you. Change the way they talk about you. There's a lot of stereotypes out there for big girls. We are paymasters that, you know what I'm saying, we, you know I breathe hard, so I don't give a fuck about how a person feel about that one. And of course it's the ones where we stink and, you know, a lot of stereotypes. But when a person see me, they automatically separate me from them stereotypes. They already know that this big girl right here, she in her own category. You know, she fucking, you know, walking the beat of her own fucking drum. You feel me? I do my own thing. I have my own type of swag. I don't fucking try to follow trends. I do me. I'm a big girl with blue hair and gold pull-outs in her mouth. You feel me? So I do me. You feel me? I'm not trying to do what everybody else want me to do. And that's another good way to, you know, have a push on, you know, making yourself feel a little bit better about yourself. Stop trying to live for other people. And what?
That was your Snickers?
Yeah, that was a free.
I ate that bitch. I don't like cold shit though. That's what saved you. He killed.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going through the same thing. He just broke up with it.
What is that? Pine Hills?
I don't know.
This look like Pine Hills.
Let me see. Where on Pine Hills?
Over there by where
Marina used to stay at?
No, over there by where like the crossing school guards be at. But anyways, as I was saying, stop trying to live for other people. People gonna say they don't like this about you, they don't like that about you. Not everybody's gonna like you, you feel me? So you can't live for everybody else. You know, people be wanting to see me so conservative, so professional on YouTube. People want to see me without the golds in my mouth, or without the colors in my hair, or skinnier than what I am, or lighter than what I am, or without the tattoos. People want to make so many changes with me like I'm their personal doll, but I'm like, fuck them. I can't live for them. I can only live for me. So people, get that in your head. Live for yourself and do what makes you happy. Stop trying to fucking make everybody else happy. At the end of the day, it's all about what you want. And if you love yourself, you would do better with yourself, and you wouldn't give a fuck about what nobody else say about you. So anyways, this is your girl Giggs, and I just wanted to put that out there. Bye.
Not real hard.